Thanks to the latest in modern science, Larry, we have managed to build a robotic duplicate of you, and about 1/8 your size. That thing doesn't look like me, so I ain't calling him that. But I will say we're going on a rampage together. Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here, and we're taking our final look at some of the Blokees figures I have, by taking a look at probably the one most fans really want, Grimlock. Now, something special with the Dinobots that they've been doing in this wave, which started in Wave 2, so as you can see it prominently features Grimlock on the box. But every wave that they've done subsequently since then, it has both the robot and the dinosaur. And as you can see, the dinosaur is a little rarer to get. Luckily, I bought a case of these guys, and it managed to come out with him. But of course, Dinosaur Grimlock also has a bonus variant that's even rarer, and I did not get that one. This features Grimlock as how he appeared in the Season 3 episode, Grimlock's Brain. The episode where Grimlock became super smart and eventually created the Technobots. So, I figured this would be a good way to close out the month by letting you see both the robot and the dinosaur modes. Of course, we all, for the benefit of those of you who are new to the Transformers, Grimlock is the leader of the Dinobots, a special version of Autobots that are practically almost indestructible. They're really only hampered mainly by their lack of common sense and intelligence. Although Grimlock's stats show that he is rather intelligent and probably does it as a facade to fool his enemies into thinking he's dumber than he really is. Grimlock, of course, and his fellow Dinobots believe that they are superior to their fellow Autobots and have more often than not tried to challenge Optimus Prime's authority. Of course, Grimlock's also famous for his way of talking, as instead of using proper language of saying I, he always begins things with me, Grimlock. Always a humorous character. He was voiced by veteran voice actor Greg Berger. My brother actually got to meet him numerous years ago at a comics and toy convention that was held in Columbus, Ohio. He also got to, for the second time, to meet Ray Park, who played Darth Maul in Star Wars The Phantom Menace. And during that time, he was coming off of being Snake Eyes in G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. So that was a real treat. I just wandered around, sat along the wall, and that's where I bought my G1 Optimus and G1 Megatron. I was trying to avoid the cops seeing me with Megatron. But at any rate, humorous anecdotes aside, we've got Grimlock here as a representation of his cartoon form. He, like all the other characters before, they have the standard articulation. Of course, his back kibble kind of gets in the way of rotating his arms. But otherwise, he has the same sort of articulation. But he also has bonus articulation, although it's hard to say what you would do with it, but you can position the dinosaur arms in different positions. And as an added bonus, even the hands on the dinosaur mode are articulated. They are on a ball joint, so you can fold them in like so, and you can rotate them all the way around. And even though the toy Grimlock famously came with 3 weapons, this one only comes with 1, his double-barreled gun. And that's kind of neat that he does have that. And like we said, it's also kind of cute that each of the Dinobots is getting their own dinosaur form. And I know it's true. So I have seen it on at least 2 of the others that have been done, and I believe they've done all of them by now. I just haven't had any luck getting any of the others. But we have Dinosaur Grimlock here. It still includes the gun. And the gun can be mounted on his back. Don't know why, but hey, I'm not going to complain. It's not a bad thing to have. And of course, Grimlock here in his dinosaur form has different articulation. The head, of course, can be turned from side to side on its base. The head can look up and down. And of course, the jaw can be opened. There's a blast effect that comes with the other Grimlock that can be inserted in here. You could probably use some of the narrow blast effects from the new toys to go in there. But I wouldn't recommend it just in case. Of course, the dinosaur arms are on a ball joint so they can be moved around in all sorts of angles. And the hands are also articulated, which is good. That would have been disappointing if they couldn't do it. Of course, his torso can lean to the sides a bit. You can spread his dinosaur legs apart about so far. They rotate fully at their joint. You can bend them at the knee, and you can bend him at the ankle. All in all, a nice little feature. And that's my review of Grimlock in the Blokees series. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please do remember that if you love the content on our channel, I would appreciate a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Next month, we're going to look at some Studio 86 figures. Please look forward to it. This is Sparkster1701 saying I'll catch you all later.